Hi, for today's teardown we have this beautiful box. It was only €6 on domestic eBay. The Perkin-Elmer Mercury Analysis System. So super fancy box and super fancy nameplate from Perkin-Elmer. So a grey aluminium box, one light here, on-off switch, 4 inlets for pipes or tubes, aerator top bottom, absorption cell. Interesting. So it must be for measuring contents of mercury in samples or something like this. Nothing on the side. On the back, the manufacturer information with serial number of the device. You can see it is only for 115 volts. Manufactured to meet the following standards. Serial number from Perkin-Elmer in Instrument Division in Norwalk, Connecticut. Made in USA, of course. Serial number 71746. And it is interesting to note, yes, it comes with an American plug. And very American Coleman connector here. By the way, very flimsy brass contacts here. Nothing impressive, but thick cable. It is rated for 15 watts. And a super thick mains cable. Interesting. Probably it will be the color code of US mains cable. We will find out. On the bottom, a bunch of screws, and so already I know it will be Imperial hardware. 4 rubber fits. So there is something weird with this thing, because actually you have power input, you have fuse, you have power switch, and you have just pipes. There is no other electrical connection for data output or visualization or something like this. I cannot test because I do not have a transformer, but this is most probably just the power on light. So how this thing does output is information. Maybe it is just a part of a whole system, but still it seems quite interesting. So I will put the camera over it and we will pop off the cover and find whatever interesting stuff we have inside. So let's open this thing and find out what we have inside. One screw here at the back, and surprisingly enough it is a self-tapping screw. I was expecting a regular screw, but the cover is not moving at all. Probably I have 4 more screws to undo here. Same kind. Again, you can see here at the bottom, meanwhile, the 4 rubber feet which are just glued. And these 2 screws are a little bit moving around. Quite weird. One other lonely screw here. Ah, maybe it goes with this one. We will find out. Okay, so I expect a very nice stuff inside this. Maybe sensors or something like this. Quite weird, in fact, because we have no signal output. So, okay. So first, here in the cover, the screws are threaded into this steel plate kind of nuts like you would find in a car. So not particularly impressive here. And here is what we have inside. This thing is greatly disappointing. I was expecting super nice contents, and Looks like it is just some kind of a pump, so most probably it is a part of a wall system but to pump air through, but it is not the main sensor system. Okay, it will be quick tear down. We will start at the mains wire. You can see yes, American color code for the main wires. Terminal strip here. Apparently your main switch on the light. At least it is a big switch. It can be reused. There is one transformer here, branded Coleman, but no information in particular onto about its voltage. And we have the pump thing. So you can see actually two of these inlets are connected in series. So it will be one inlet, one outlet, and one pass-through. And the pump is just an electromagnet mounted on this kind of shock absorbing plate. Old rubber here. It must be super noisy by the way when it turns, but I cannot test it because I have no 115 volts transformer. So you know what? I will do something just after. But first, I will try to power it on with no, maybe it is not a good idea. If I do not want to have my room full of transformer smoke. Okay, so here you can see the clear plastic pipes. The pump thing must be here. There is a piece of brass here. Hardware store nut here, very regular. Butterfly, I believe it is called, nut. Reinforcing bracket welded here for the front panel, but not for the back panel. The fancy front plate with the Perkin-Elmer logo is actually a pretty thick aluminum plate screwed here at the back. The terminals here are secured by this kind of spring washers, and it is all. Nothing else to see. Pretty disappointing. I do not think I will keep this item. Probably the box could be reused for some project, but I do not do a lot of DIY projects that could require such a box. At least I can sell the transformer to the scrapyard. I can retrieve the copper here, some US hardware, the wires, switch, a little bit of brass, and it is all. You cannot win every time on eBay, sadly enough. I was expecting something cool and nice, but just boring pump of cheapest possible design, because you can see the rubber here is all old, the spring here is all rusty, so it is built really cheap, this thing. The most expensive thing must be the fancy front panel. Quite weird for expensive laboratory equipment, so for sure it is just a part of a big system responsible for pumping some air from a sample into the main analysis device, apparently. But nothing particularly interesting here. It is the second time I am disappointed with Perkin-Elmer, by the way. The previous time was the chart recorder. Pretty bad construction. Nothing impressive except for a few electronic parts. So it is the second time. I will maybe give this brand one third attempt with something bigger, if I find anything bigger from Perkin-Elmer. A whole machine this time, not accessory. But if it is still disappointing at the third attempt, it will be no go for any further purchase of this brand. For teardowns at least. Okay. Really sad. I was expecting nice stuff. So, thanks for watching anyways. Bye bye.